Well, after a ton of rain throughout the week, not a cloud in the sky now. You can actually see God's thumbnail way above here at Lucas Oil Speedway on a picture-perfect night. A little cool. Temperature still in the low 50s, but the modifieds will roll out 20 times around for a field of 11 that have made their way in to the Diamond of Dirt tracks for opening night. And Ryan Middaugh will start on the pole, pilot of number 21. After a good heat race, after the redraw, he ends up earning that top spot. The champion at Lake Ozark in a modified 3 times. He won at Callaway in a B-Mod 3 times as well. So a number of championships for Button Buck. Ryan Middaugh will this year be the first year he's able to win one here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Robbie Reed knows what it's like to win those championships. He won 2 of them back in 2020 and 2019. Those 2 cars will start on the front row for our 20-lap feature. The rest of the starting grid shapes up like this. Lewis Jackson had a tough go of it during his heat race, had some difficulty, but got it all righted, and he will start inside row number 2. Jason Persley, the superintendent, used to call him the principal over at Skyline High School, got promoted this last year. He's now the super. Starts in 4th. Mickey Burrell and Tyler Hibner make up row number 3. Chase Jones starts in 7th. Jory Stotts in 8th. And then the rest of your grid, a short field tonight. Justin Cook from Mountain Home, Arkansas starts inside row 5. Matt Johnson got a little banged up during the heat race earlier on. The Archie, Missouri native, who was a 2-time winner here last year, will start back in 10th. Tyler Grooms will start in 11th, and the Bill Roberts Chevrolet Pace truck heads off the track. That means we're half a lap away, Doug, from getting this one started again.
Yeah, keep your eye on that front row. Ryan Middaugh and Robbie Reed. Robbie Reed, one of the former champions here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Keep your eye on him. Matt Johnson, he's got everything fixed. He's going to be fast. He's got something to prove. We're going to find out in 20 laps.
Didn't have to finish the heat with this short of a field. He knew he was locked into the feature, but he's got some work to do. A brand new maiden voyage for the 1X, a new chassis, a new engine. See if he can get it wound up and back underway as Ryan Middaugh gets us underway. He leads Robbie Reed down the back stretch, and Jason Persley now in 3rd. Gonna see a new champion here at Lucas Oil Speedway this year. The last 2 years, it's been Dylan McCowan. McCowan makes the leap up to late models, no longer running a modified. Dustin Hodges was 2nd in points last year at the Diamond of Dirt tracks. He has done the same thing, running a late model this season. So there's going to be a new name in victory lane and on the podium at the end of the season award banquet. But Robbie Reed, he knows what it's all about. He's been at that championship banquet twice now, and he will lead here on opening night over Ryan Middaugh.
Ryan Middaugh, though, the 21 car on the low side, not wanting to give that up as they come around. You got to go back in the pack. Jason Persley, the 38, the superintendent, as caution flies on the track.
And this will come out for the number 9 of Justin Cook out of Mountain Home, Arkansas. Didn't have a very good heat race as well. He will spin it around and bring out our first caution of our feature. The 24-year veteran in Justin Cook. Picture we saw in that last loop around looks as though he had something coming to the back end, but now he is good to go. Stacked and packed back behind him, Robbie Reed. The man from Mexico has Persley to the outside, Ryan Middaugh to the inside, back underway, and Robbie Reed set sail out in front. How about Matt Johnson in the 1X? We said he had some making up to do. He started all the way back outside row 5 and 10th. He's up to 4th in 2 laps. Didn't take him long, Doug.
No, not at all. Matt Johnson has been fast. Feature win last year or 2 here at the track. He knows his way around here, moving up into that 3rd spot around the superintendent, Jason Persley.
He's up to 3rd. Now there's a big gap between Johnson and Ryan Middaugh running 2nd and 3rd. As Tyler Hibner now, he's going to take a peek to the inside of Jason Persley. Not able to make the pass now, and now Persley will battle back, and here comes Ryan Middaugh. Talk about battling back. He had a good run off of turn 2, had to lift up off the accelerator. That allowed Robbie Reed to stay out in front, but Robbie Reed, who has only made a handful of appearances here over the last few years. We talked about his championship runs that he had in 19 and 20. Seemed like in 21 we didn't see him hardly at all. We saw him at the very beginning of the year. Then he decided to run closer to home Now he's back, at least at the beginning of the season, with no other tracks running in the area. And Robbie Reed, he's got a notebook about 3 inches thick on what to do with a car because he's just been so dominant here. As Matt Johnson out in front of Jason Pursley by a good 6 car lengths now. Can he start to reel in Ryan Middahl? Middahl had a good run a couple of laps ago, Doug, on Robbie Reed. Don't want to say he spent his or used up his car too much because it was just a couple of laps ago, but he went from being right there on the back bumper of Robbie Reed, now just almost losing all of that ground, and Matt Johnson's on his tail.
Yeah, Matt Johnson. Bad part is Matt Johnson can't seem to catch Ryan Middahl, but Robbie Reed has got it figured out. He is using that middle line through there and running high when he wants to, but has tried to stay out of that low line. Everybody else trying to make up time, going short distance around the track, and not having a very good way of it.
And Tyler Hibner is not having a best day either. He's had some pretty good runs here at Lucas Oil Speedway and other tracks for that matter, as he has been extremely strong tonight, though not quite his time. He had 14 wins last year, won the championship at I-35 a season ago, and he has lost a lot of ground. Robbie Reed is making that ground up. He was 1.6 seconds ahead of Ryan Middahl. Now it's 1.9 seconds.
And Robbie Reed now showing why he is a defending champion or former champion here at Lucas Oil Speedway. He has found his way around and is letting it go here tonight. 10 down, 10 to go here on laps.
Looks like Justin Cook's kind of gotten it figured out after having a spin there in the opening laps. He's putting together some pretty good laps as of late, as Robbie Reed now over a 2-second advantage. Next car to go by the wayside is Tyler Grooms, who ended up starting 11th in this race. He is now a lap down. And Robbie Reed just continues to stay the hot shoe that he is. Over 500 feature wins. The championship run that he had back in 2019, he won 1 race that year. In 2020, he won 3 races. And then in 2021, we mentioned he wasn't around much. He only had 1 top 5 that year. Matt Johnson, he's put together some pretty good laps as well to get up into this. As we mentioned, a new chassis and a new engine in that 1X. He won the 2017 Diamond Nationals, which is a major event. Last year, he won 5 total races, won 4 the year before that. And the 2 wins that he had last year came in the Spring Nationals.
Smoke off the back of that 9 car of Cook as he rolls around. I don't know if it's tire rub or oil, but he's got an issue.
And the caution will come out for a spin over in turn number 2. And that is going to be Lewis Jackson. Jackson had worked his way all the way up to 6, but he loops it around, and the Boone's Barbecue caution will come out for the 3J. With that, Will step aside as well. TV, glad to have everyone along here for first of many races here at Lucas Oil Speedway for the brand new season. Have some major shows with the USMTS, MLRA, midweek shows as well. And right now, Robbie Reed has been putting on a show. He has Ryan Middahl and Matt Johnson stacked up side by side. Matt Johnson now can play a factor into this. He had started all the way back at the tail back. Now that he is up within striking distance of Robbie Reed, does he have anything for him in our final 6 laps? Matt Johnson had gotten ruffled up during his heat race, decided not to finish it. He knew he was still locked in, went back to the pits, got it all straightened back out. Brand new chassis, brand new engine, as we mentioned, maiden voyage for the 1X. And whenever he came in to start the season last year during the Spring Nationals, he took 2 wins away from Dylan McCowan, who ran second in both of those races on his way to a track championship. Now he pulls up side by side with Ryan Middahl, unable to make the pass that time around as they bounce through turns 1 and 2. Good side-by-side action a little deeper in the field. Back for 4th as Jason Pursley has now cleared Tyler Hibner, but here comes Hibner again to the inside. That's a battle for 4th. And Hibner at the line will just barely eke out Jason Pursley and grab the spot away. Before that caution came out, Robbie Reed had built up a 2.2 second lead. It's now 1.6. This is the best show on the track right now. Hibner to to the inside of Pursley. Maybe a little bit of contact there as they exit turn 4. They get the 2 to go signal from the Wheatland Outlaw. Mike Striegel up in the flag stand. 2 more circuits around for Robbie Reed. Pursley now has easily cleared Tyler Hibner, and it is a big conga line now as every car is single file with plenty of breathing room in between all of them. Now right there's really the only show right now is Chase Jones. Now starts to look to the inside of Hibner. Hibner may have used up everything he had trying to get around Pursley, and Jones takes advantage of it, but Robbie Reed takes advantage of a nice slick track back to Lucas Oil Speedway for the first time this year, and he will win. A 2-time champ at the Diamond of Dirt Tracks, and he made it look easy with the win over Ryan Middahl by over 3 seconds. Matt Johnson